Do you remember that feeling? The first time you stepped into Shadow of the Colossus? Or the moment you realized Undertale was reading your save files? There was a time when games felt like alchemy, raw, strange, and alive. Look at the landscape today. We live in the age of the corporate paradox. We have faster processors, photorealistic graphics, and motion capture so precise it can trace a single tear down a digital cheek. Yet the bigger the budgets get, the hollower the games feel. Why? Because when a game costs $200 million, it stops being art. It becomes a financial instrument. And creativity dies the moment that shift happens. In the boardrooms of mega publishers, innovation is a dirty word. When you're spending the GDP of a small country on one title, risk becomes unacceptable. You can't afford a weird mechanic that might confuse players. You can't afford a story that challenges morality if it risks alienating a key demographic. So they play it safe. They chase trends. They fill Ubisoft-style maps with hundreds of identical icons just to pad playtime for the value per hour metrics. They build store interfaces more thoughtfully than quest lines. They aren't creating worlds anymore. They're building treadmills. The real tragedy isn't just in the boardroom. It's on the desks. Thousands of brilliant artists, writers, and programmers are trapped inside these machines. Thousands of talented developers aren't failing because they lack creativity. They're failing because they're not allowed to use it. Every decision has to be approved. Every idea has to be safe. And by the time the game finally releases, there's nothing personal left in them. Just games that are born dead because they have no soul inside. But here's the twist. The giants are bleeding. While bloated AAA titles stagger under their own weight, players are walking away. They're tired of live service grinds and $70 games stuffed with microtransactions. They're flocking to the indies. Balatro, Lethal Company, Cult of the Lamb. These weren't designed by focus groups or approved by shareholders. They were made by small teams who asked one simple question: is this fun? This is the corporate paradox in action, a cycle of diminishing returns. The more money they spent to guarantee success, the more they guarantee mediocrity. If the big studios don't learn to scale back, to protect small, risky, passionate teams, they won't just lose money. They'll lose relevance. Gaming isn't dying. Corporate control of gaming is just proving itself to be a dinosaur. And trust me, you don't want to be standing underneath it when the asteroid hits. What do you think? Is the age of the AAA games coming to an end, or are we just in a temporary slump? Drop a comment below, and if you're tired of the corporate grind, hit that subscribe button to support the weird, the risky, and the truly creative.